What up? What up? Brothers, one peace, blessings, positivity, all of that, all of that. Hey, yo, it's 2025. Whole new era, right? Complete different time than when we was growing up, coming up. If you at, a certain age anyway, it's a different time. So you got new phrases and new terms and all that. Every time you turn around, like for instance, these youngins, they be saying clock the T. There's even a song out called some damn clock the T. What does that even mean? I mean, I know what it means, but it's like, come on, man. Come on. Damn. But that's just an example, bro. It's a different time. But still, some of them terms and them sayings we used to have growing up, coming up, some of them still exist. Some of them still around. Like I did one of these joints last time, right? I gave my understanding and explanation of what a particular term means from male perspective, which was simp, a male simp, because I had seen that there was a debate on it, and I couldn't believe there was even a debate on something like that. There could only be a debate between a woman and a man. Two men shouldn't be debating what that means. There's only one definitive answer, at least from my understanding, from my growing up, from my experiences, like some women think, or probably still think, that a man who calls another man a simp, they probably look at that as corny. They probably figure, you mean tell me you think a man doing something nice for a woman is corny? And it ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't even a fraction of what it's about. It go way deeper than that. But that's the other video. That ain't this one. You know what I'm saying? But that was my whole point of the upload, is that, like what is there to debate? It only means one thing. And this time around, it's basically the same thing, except the term is different. Another one of those where it's like, depending on who you ask, male and female counterpart wise, you're gonna get a different answer. Some women understand, what these things mean. Even when we speak from our perspective, they get it. But some women are just like, y'all Negroes kill me, right? I ain't gonna lie, this is a classic one right here. This is a classic one. Like, all men most likely can identify or did identify with this saying. Probably went by this, yelled it out, right? And women probably couldn't stand it, or I'll say understand it, even today probably, because it's still around. It's still around. But I blame some of these dudes out here, man, because they be taking it out of bounds, and they probably the reason that they even be confusion about what some of these terms really mean. Some of these dudes be acting crazy, and mind you, they be representing us, even though we don't ask to be represented by some of these fools. So we get put in the same box with them, and we all end up looking corny and crazy. But bros over hoes, I know y'all remember that one. It's still around. This term, it's one of them few terms that, I seen pop up recently, and I'm like, well, there ain't nothing to really even discuss with that. It only means one thing, right? Like, we don't really hear these words from when we was coming up using this era, but I recently did, hence this video. I don't know. I guess I should blame it on some of these suckers out here, man, because leave it up to them, it'll always be a complete misconception of how we took it when I was coming up, right? If we going by the term I know, there's nothing bad about that term at all. Walk with me, walk with me. I know it's some ladies that think when they hear bros over hoes, it's a slight against them. And maybe it has more to do with the HOE part. I'm only saying it because, that's what the word is, but I don't go around referring to women as such. You know what I mean? But they think it's a slight against them. And some women, they don't like the phrase so much that they think it's like an excuse used by men who women deem as homosexual. YouTube don't flag me. This is strictly this is for educational purposes. Y'all better leave me alone. But some women deem men as homosexuals because they're like, how and why would y'all choose men over a woman if y'all claim to like women? That sounds stupid. Are y'all telling me that y'all rather hang around men than women? Y'all rather be in the middle of a sausage fest, a straight sausage fest, than to be around a plethora of fine, beautiful, voluptuous, sexy, smelling good as curvaceous natural women? That's how some women took it. And I think nowadays they still look at it that way. And that's why I say again, I got to put the blame on some of these fools out here. Because during my growing up, that ain't never been the case of what it meant. Hell no. We love the ladies. And my Martin voice, we love the kids, we love the ladies. Now, don't get it twisted now. I mean, I can't speak for some of these other dudes out here. Like, shout out to them. If they like what they like, you know, and they living in their truth and all of that. But that ain't what Realest talking about. I love the ladies, you understand? Respect to everybody living in their truth, though. But when the homies say bros over hoes, right? Only thing it ever meant in my mind was that the homie was looking out. You want an example? When you just met a woman, you trying to get to know her, and your mans might slide and pull you to the side on some, let me holler at you. And he tells you, old girl been around the block a few times. Homie, be mindful. And you like, how you know? And he tell you, because my baby mama brother got a homie named Man. They used to have dealings and things with her. Situation got a little out of pocket. And, you know, I knew she looked familiar. I just couldn't place the name at first. I ain't trying to stop your roll, pimp. I'm just trying to put you on game because you my mans, right? And then you go, well, I'm sure glad you let me know something because I wouldn't have known. That's just one example. That's like the simple way to put it. That's exactly how it be going. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Literally a friend just looking out for a friend. You know, but I know the way men talk sometimes pertaining to women, it's like, listen, y'all taking it beyond that now. You know, it turns into something else. You know, it turns into disrespect and ignorance. I think that's why a lot of women don't like the phrases and terms that men use, right? But ultimately, you can't tell me it's weird or corny because women put their girls up on game all the time about the guys they interact with, right? Am I right? Our people might see, feel, or know something we ain't catch on to. We might think they ass later on. They might have saved our life. I remember I had dealings with this one girl some years ago, right? And we was in the car. She didn't even have to tell me this, but she chose to. And she told me that her friends was curious about me, basically. Like they wasn't sure all the way about me, not sure why she even told me. Maybe because she was putting me to a test or something like that. I don't know. But I was like, why are they asking about me? How can they be curious about me? They never even met me. And what it was is she was talking to them about me. You know how the ladies, you know, when the girls like you and they dealing with you, they'll talk to their friends about you. They'll spill certain things, you know what I'm saying? But some of these friends be too damn nosy, to be honest with you. But anyway, they was going off of what she was saying and they had built up their own opinion. And I took it away at first, but I quickly understood that, you know, they just gave a F basically. They just gave a F about it. It was literally being good friends and that's it, not more. It didn't even have nothing to do with me for real. It could have been the next dude, right? That was some chicks over sticks type stuff. That's all it was. That's all it was. But it'd be wild sometimes because that's how situations turn messy. Sometimes it'll be the quote unquote girlfriend of the girl you trying to learn about. You know, she ended up telling the friend she shouldn't be entertaining you. She putting all these negative thoughts in her head saying, girl, why you deal with him? He ain't shit. He a loser. When really, for real, she want to talk to you. She trying to holler. She trying to get her homie out the way so she can get next to you. She paints you as a loser, as a fuck nigga and all these things. And then after the girl you've been talking to stop dealing with you, here come the friend. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Slow up. Hold up. I thought you ain't like me. I thought you ain't like me, right? You was talking crazy as hell about me, right? And I never had that happen to me before either. But it goes on. It goes on. But the same thing be going on with the homies. It be like that with the guys, right? They call themselves warning you, telling you, yo, I know old girl from, and I heard about shorty from. And really, they planting the seeds because they want a little taste. They trying to see what's happening with it. And that's really a different story. There's some snakes out here, for real, for real. That's a different story. That could turn into another video right there. But as far as what my point is, it's the same with the fellas. We want to make sure, and they want to make sure about us, that we ain't dealing with somebody who could hurt us, set us up, have us murdered, because that happens a lot. You understand? Look at some of these headlines that be popping up on the internet. I just read about a headline the other day where old boy ended up getting set up. He was in the shower and some chick took everything he had and all of this stuff. One big situation. But the decision to continue on with the situation is on the actual person. But the goal was just to give that heads up, just to be a good friend, be a good homie, you know, versus not looking out at all. And then it's like, well, damn, ain't you, like, them ain't your people. I want to know. Let me know. Let me know what I'm dealing with. You understand? Let me know I'm dealing with somebody they out here really calling superhead in the streets. Like, if I'm not up on game, nah, let me know. If you my man's like that, let me know. And I'm going to do the same as anybody should. If you care about a person, you know? It ain't got nothing to do with intervening in anything. But it's like, yo, you might could save them from heartache or a bad situation. Let me know if I'm dealing with somebody who got a couple side ninjas or a baby daddy I ain't know a damn thing about. No, let me know before I have to be in a predicament while I'm fighting or getting shot at. And I'm saying over a foul female that really didn't even care if your life was in danger. She ain't care nothing about you at all. It's a thrill to her because, you know, some of these women like when these dudes be out here fighting over them until somebody get rocked to sleep. For real. It's just protecting your folks, though. Making sure they're good. It never had to or supposed to be about going against women. So please get that out your head. It's not about downplaying them either. You know what I mean? And my brother's keeper. Let me know. Let me know something. Nothing less, nothing more. Like any other meaning that folks have in mind, blame them other dudes. I know nothing about that. I just know how we meant it when we was growing up. Man or woman. Like no man or woman is exempt from getting caught up with the blinders on. You know? That's all that is. Shoot, we lucky to even have folk like that that'll even let us know the deal. And even if it's a chance they're wrong, better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Better safe than sorry. My brother was just looking out because it's wicked out here. It's wicked. So ladies, when y'all hear those words, hoes over bros, or bros over hoes, my bad, which I know the whole part might be considered the thing that's the worst about it. And I get that. I understand that. It's offensive, but you know, I ain't make it up. I'm just breaking it down. But on the real, men and women both be on that deception time. I don't know which one is more deceptive. Like, we all be lying. We all ain't shit. Well, I don't be lying. Y'all be lying. You know what I mean? But that goes into another video right there. Who lies more? Who y'all think lie more, men and women? I'll leave y'all opinions and thoughts and everything like that, though. Well, this one, man. Like, share, all of that. Support the platform. Slide accordingly. I'm gone.